a salesman got a job in Saudi Arabia. He was not originally from Saudi Arabia, so he got a job as a salesman. And he was wondering, because he could not speak Arabic, so he thought and he said, what will I do? So he came up with 3 photos, and he decided he was going to take one photo whereby there is one man who is lying on the desert, totally dehydrated, and he could not move. Then the other photo will be a man taking a bottle of Coke. And then the other one, our man over there, has energy and can run. He did that, but apparently his sales did not improve. So he approached his manager, and his manager asked him, what was the problem? He said, the problem was you people did not tell me that people in this society read from right to left. So instead of people understanding that this man was going, he started running, and then he took Coke, and then he... Master of ceremony, dear Toastmasters, good evening.
Good evening.
Mandela Holy Shasha was born in 1918, of July 18. He went to school just like normal of us, most people like us. And when he was in school, his teacher asked him, what is your name, boy? He said, my name is Mandela Holy Shasha. And the teacher told him, from today henceforth, your name will never be Mandela Holy Shasha again, but you will be known as Nelson Mandela, of which that is the name we know him until today. When he was on his 20 years onwards, he moved from Cape Town to Johannesburg, where that was the first time when he experienced the most racial discrimination in South Africa. I remember in reading somewhere in his biography where he wrote and he said, and I quote, I was not born with the hunger to be free. I was born free in every way that I could possibly know. I was born free to run around the field near my mother's hut. Free to swim in every stream that ran through our village. Free to roast meals under the stars at night, and free to ride on the back of the big roaded cows. At that time, when he was in Johannesburg, he was working in the mines as well as a clerk in a law firm. And at that time, he was able to complete his education. Then he joined the National Alliance Congress, which was the biggest political party in South Africa in those times. In 1955, Mandela and his comrades organized the biggest rally in Kliptown, which was to unite all people from all races so that they could pass a freedom chamber which was going to see everybody being treated as equal and get all the resources equally. But to his amazement, the government refused him to attend the rally, and he was forced to watch the rally from home. And later that year, him and his comrades were all arrested and charged with high treason, with the main reason making them to stay out of politics. Did it not stop? In 1960, they were again arrested, him again and his members, and then they were charged with leaving the country illegally. At that time, when you left the country illegally, you were possibly going to change to get a death row. So he was taken to court. And as he was standing to court, the government thought that they were going to make him change his perception about gaining the freedom and make him think that he was not going to get anything. And he was going to forget the whole idea. But On that same day, when he was standing behind in court, he said this. He made a speech and he said this, that I have fought against the white domination. I have fought against the black domination. And I have this ideal of a free and democratic society where all peoples will live together, regardless of the races or where you come from. It is this ideal that I choose to live for. But if need may be, I will be prepared to die for it. End of quote. In 1964, he was taken to prison and he was charged with life imprisonment in Robinson Island, as most of us know. So he was there. They thought again they were going to crash him down and make him forget the whole thing about the freedom and make the people outside forget the whole thing. But inside the prison, his leadership morale became twice than they thought. His perception about the victory, the freedom of the South African did not change at all. And in 1990, our man was released, out and free. Although he was 71 years old, but still, his mind was still young, and he was still fit to leave the country. 1994, election was carried out, the first free and democratic election in South Africa. Guess who won? Who won? It was Nelson Mandela who won the election. So dear Toastmasters, you might be here asking yourself, how can I go on and change this world? You only need to change your perception. For example, I'll give you an example. Change your perception about money, which means if you do it now, you'll remove all your money from your pocket, throw it here, and you will change my life. Over to you.